So here's another one from Troy, and this is a great question. He says another one: field techs, plumbing, the plumbing techs taking pics out at service area jobs will upload directly to GMB, an Instagram account, since taken by phone and geotagged to that resident's location. So geotagged from where they took the photo, right? So it's got the GPS data embedded in the imprinted on, impressed upon the image, okay, as part of the metadata. So is this the best way, or should all pics be geotagged with NAP and then uploaded to GMB? No, because now you got conflicting data, right? If you take a photo that was taken on location at a customer location for a service area business, and then you wait to upload it till after you've geotagged it with additional NAP data, doesn't that cause conflicting geodata on that one image, right? How can that image been taken in two different locations at the same time? It can't be, right? So no, don't do that. The benefit that you're going to gain from taking photos on location and uploading using the GMB app, by the way, is that it uploads that geodata from, and it starts to paint a picture, right? It starts to prove to Google that that service area is indeed where you're conducting business, right? If that makes sense. And so that's one of the ways that we talk about in local GMB Pro, and that's about as far as I'm going to talk about it, but and how to expand a map area footprint, if that makes sense. And I don't mean footprint in a bad sense. I mean in a good sense, in how you can expand your maps listing exposure to areas outside of your immediate proximity, right? If that makes sense. Again, remember, over the last year, there's been 2 occasions that I'm aware of where Google has tightened that proximity part of the algorithm, the proximity filter. They've narrowed it. It's happened 2 times now in the last year. One within like the last 3 months or so, 2 or 3 months. So the proximity issue is getting harder and harder to overcome, but that is still the way to overcome it, is by uploading photos that are taken from mobile devices in the service area, so out across the areas. And also, as Marcos teaches, not just the metadata that is imprinted in the geodata that's imprinted in the metadata of the images by uploading them, but also by taking images of known landmarks and things like that can be identified by Google through Google Street View and things like that, Google Earth and all of that, that will also prove that it's within the service area. So those are 2 different ways that you benefit from that, not by, we talk about geotagging photos using stuff like GeoCetter or whatever, when you don't have somebody in the field actually uploading original photos that were taken on location, right? We only use the geotagging softwares to tag photos when as a second, next best option, as a second option when we don't have that first option implemented. So anyways, Marco, I know you want to comment on that.
Yeah, it defeats the purpose. If you tag them from wherever the location is, let's say where you work is different from the location wherever the job is. We just say a contractor goes out to a house 10 miles away, does the job, takes the pictures, uploads them there, and then Google has all that information, versus going there, getting the pictures, giving them to you, then you re-tag them. Yeah. I don't understand why the whole purpose of this is you're giving Google information from the place that you want to become relevant or related to your business.
Right.
So if it's 10 miles away, if it's 20 miles away, whatever it is, you want to make that relevant to you and to your business. And the way that you do that is by taking the pictures there and uploading them there. If you upload them some other place, then it's going to change the data. And that defeats the purpose of taking them at the location.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool because you can test this, guys. You can take a photo from your phone and upload it, or, if you've got Google Photos on your phone, so that it automatically backs them up to Google Photos. I do. I've got an Android phone. So if you take a photo out, somewhere, and then you go look at the metadata, it'll show you the coordinates of where it was taken. Like it'll show you like a little Google map with a pin where it was taken. If you look at the little eye in the circle, so like the info, it'll show you like the data that it sees from the image. So it's pretty cool. It does that with videos too, by the way. So it's, it's very, very powerful. And that's how you can kind of create a map for Google to understand, when I say a map, like a service area, by over time, you consistently upload images that are geotagged from where they were taken, uploaded through the GMB app, especially, then that, you can start to kind of train the bot to understand or recognize where your service area truly is. It's not just claiming it, stating it in the GMB, but now you're proving to the bot that you indeed are servicing those areas because you're uploading photos that are proof, right, with the geodata. So it's a great question, though.